Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this channel, to this video, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. For new friends that have never been to the channel before, please feel comfortable in this space. The only reason why I'm here is for you. And the only thing you're going to get from this channel and from me is encouragement and support. We ask for clarification, guidance, confirmation on things that you're working on or things that are going to come up, maybe things that have been coming up recently in the recent past. These are timeless readings, so whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. So thank you so much for coming by, for new friends, for returning friends. You folks are so appreciated, so welcome, so loved. All of you are so loved. You have no idea. Like I said, the only reason why I'm here is for you. So thank you again. We have been going through the Enchanted Map Oracle cards deck by Colette Baron-Reid, and today's card is card number 36, Commitment. And it seems to be a very simple image that we have before us. Before we look in the book and find out what the reading says from the book, we always want to get the message that's coming to us directly from the image, from the card itself. And a lot of times there's a lot going on in these illustrations, but this picture today is very simple. And I think the message that I'm getting is very simple as well. We'll find out what the book says, and sometimes, there's differences between what I read from the cards and what the book says. Most of the time, they're pretty much right on, so it's always very interesting, and we'll be exploring that together, you and I, for the first time in just a few minutes. But we have here 2 hands holding a 5-pointed star. Normally, when you see this star shape, the 5-pointed star, it'll be in the form of a star with a circle around it. We use it for a lot of magical purposes, call it a pentagram. The 5-pointed star is technically called a pentagram regardless of whether it's inside the circle or not. But most people don't recognize that name unless it's associated with that symbol specifically that Wiccans and those folks use. But we don't have that right now, and I don't think this is a card that's telling us about super specific magical properties. What I'm getting from the card is that commitment for us starts from ourselves, obviously. We have to be committed to ourselves. We have to be committed to being our best selves, our full and truest selves, coming from that place of self-love, self-acceptance, self-compassion. That's all part of the commitment that we have to ourselves. We remember the Hermetic principles: as above, so below, as within, so without. Whatever is inside of you is what you're going to experience in the outer world. So being committed to a practice of meditation, being committed to a practice of mindfulness throughout the day, just paying attention to what we're thinking and how we're feeling, those little subtle energies that we don't realize we are putting out into our environment and out into the collective as a whole, because we know we are all connected. We are quantumly entangled. There is no separation between you and me. We are literally, energetically, spiritually, physically connected, regardless of where we are located on the planet or in time. Past, future, present does not matter. So the first thing I'm getting is this idea of being committed to self. Let's take a look. We know the number 36 reduces down to a 9. 9 is the third of the Tesla numbers, 369, right? And it is the perfected number, 3 times 3. And we know that 3 is the most balanced structure. Pentagrams are very powerful symbols just separately because of their geometry. They are part of the sacred geometry family, if you will. So very, very powerful, not necessarily magical, pure spirit. pure divine spirit. So coming from that number 9 and then having the two hands holding the 5-pointed star, I want to talk to you a little bit about the pentagram, the 5-pointed star. This is from the website called spiritualmojo.com. And it says, this is a potent symbol that encapsulates the entirety of human experience and form. In the spiritual context, each point of the star represents a different element: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. These elements correspond to our sensory experiences and our connection to the world around us. The top point of the star represents spirit, indicating our innate ability to transcend the physical world and connect with higher planes of existence. The point of self-realization, where we acknowledge that we are more than just physical beings. The remaining points of the star, representing the earth, air, fire, water, signify our relationship with the natural world. So I wanted to read you that piece of it. It goes on for quite a ways after that, obviously, but that's not, I don't think, important. What we need to understand is that the message we're getting from this card very specifically is that we are connected and need to be committed to ourselves as committed, dedicated beings that are looking for that spiritual connection to our physical environment, that are looking for that spiritual connection to the mundane, where we bring that magic into every moment, because it's there. It's available always. It is always there. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the actual reading says from the book. So this is card number 36, Commitment. A true commitment is a responsibility of the heart, mind, body, and soul. This is a good time to make one. Partnerships formed at this time are harmonious and powerful. The commitment card also indicates the natural evolution of a relationship from its inception to a literal or metaphorical marriage. At the very least, there is a promise of fulfillment in some form. However, you must be conscious of what you're committing to. Be clear about the nature of your commitment and your responsibility to it. Others are more willing to enter into partnerships at this time. Remember that your partnership with spirit and the highest version of your own self will engage the highest self in another. Exactly. That is exactly what I just said, that we need to remember, as above, so below, as within, so without, that what we are doing internally is what is going to be expressed externally in the external world, in the external forms of our external reality and existence. So very, very important, very powerful message for today. Very introspective. So this is not a go and make an action, take steps, do things. This is a very much another internal process card where we are examining the commitment to ourselves. As I said, other people are going to be interested in forming partnerships with you, forming commitments with you, expanding existing. So this goes outside of romantic relationships. Your family ties may deepen. Something might happen that draws a group of you guys together that you weren't expecting. It could be something amazingly good or something that's not amazingly good. Regardless, you'll always have the opportunity to bring something beautiful and amazing out of it, including these deeper connections to others, those partnerships, the agreements that we make with others, that we will be honest with them, that we will be respectful of them, that we will be mindful of their thoughts and their feelings and their boundaries, and we will be mindful of ours as well. That's part of the partnership. It's part of the dance. Life is a dance, and we are all invited to participate. And we are all participating, whether we know it or not, consciously or not. We're always interacting with others. We're always interacting with people. We need to be mindful of all of those interactions and be committed to bringing our best selves and the best possible energy, whatever the experience is, the highs and the lows and the mediocres, all of the in-betweens as well. So that's our reading for today. A little bit shorter, but again, a lot of times these readings, they're very much, to use a pun, they're very much on point. They are simple. This is a simple message. We are called to be committed to ourselves, to be our best selves, to be our highest version of ourselves. And by doing so, we show other people how to do the same thing, and we can expand and deepen our own commitments and our partnerships with others when we have that deeper connection and partnership with ourselves. So, have the most amazing, blessed day. I love you. If no one has said that to you recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. I love you. You are amazing. Stay committed to yourself. Stay committed to being the highest version of yourself in your partnerships with others as well as yourself. Have a blessed day. Namaste and ciao for now.